rocking and rolling, we're having a good time. We're hanging out with Jesus and he gave us a dime. He had us buy some candy, he had us buy some rum. Oh no, Jesus, what are you doing in my bum? Oh my God. Beautiful singing.
It is Sunday.
Happy Sabbath.
So we wanted to start with
Joyous
a song about our Lord.
Sabbath. Joyous Sabbath, everyone. Good morning. Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen, Rosie.
Friends and lovers. Can I hear? I want to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see this. I'm taking your headphones.
Thanks, babe.
Just wanted to see how crispy we sounded. Okay, it sounds pretty good.
That's us in the corner.
That's us in the corner.
That's us in the spotlight, gaining some religion.
Oh.
Hi, everybody. You might have heard us on Mega the podcast last week, and since then we've decided to stop taking an ironic role in our spiritual lives.
Yeah.
And we're going to start getting real about Christ and the law, the laws of the Bible.
And the laws of our state.
Yeah. And speaking of laws,
yeah.
Well, there's a lot of legalese to speak of this week.
Is there?
A lot of stuff happening.
Like what?
Well, first of all, the Supreme Court is a cunt's hair away from overturning Roe versus Wade.
As they should, because it's wrong.
It's
wrong to abort a baby life.
I just want to say this.
Unless you do it with a gun.
Yeah. Congratulations to the GOP for making illegal abortions a thing again. It's been a long time since,
vintage.
People went to go get abortions in shady doctor's offices, and
I missed it.
Yeah.
I want to go get an abortion in the attic at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, probably one of the locales where you will be doing it. Mm-hmm. We got an abortion. Yeah,
we did.
I wasn't sure if we could talk about that, but
I thought we were just improvising.
No.
I didn't know we were talking about the real one.
We got an abortion.
I thought you were talking about like this week. I thought we were gonna make up an abortion story.
Yeah, no, we got an abortion when we were like 4 months into dating, because we were shooting and booting, and it was too easy. That was the problem with it. It was just like we went to a professional clinic, and it was safe and simple and secure. And the whole time I was thinking, this traumatic experience, this thing that is just like kind of.
You know why I did it is I just like the drugs.
Yeah. Free laps. The whole time I was like, I want an adventure. I want to go to Chinatown, and I want to hand my future wife off to kind of a guy who I don't know if
sort of a semi-nurse.
Yeah, like you lost your license, but okay. So this is what you do now.
And you made this pill yourself in your basement.
Ooh, fentanyl.
Yummy.
So that's one thing. Although I guess the feminists are on it, and you're gonna be able to give abortion pills to your mouse. In what world?
You're gonna give abortion. Well, she heard us talking about abortion pills, and she was like, "My ears are perked."
Yeah, constantly.
Yeah, sorry, that is our slutty daughter who, she's a sex worker.
She's a sex worker, and we're proud of her.
We're proud of her because it's honest work.
It actually started at school. She took a twerk study, and it just kind of all went downhill from there.
She wanted to major in theater studies and minor in sex work.
And, let's just say it became a major. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so.
Major part of her life and ours.
The other legal news is Andrew Cuomo Chris Cuomo has been fired by CNN.
Yeah.
Because he was too good of a brother.
Yeah. Just because he supports his family.
Yeah, I don't know.
And how rare is that these days?
Yeah.
It's very rare.
Family first.
Family first, politics second.
Okay.
Who among us could say that they wouldn't support their brother?
The most Italian thing to do is to see a beautiful woman, a bella, and you walk up on her and you grab her by the back of her head, the hair, like so, and you lay a big smooch on her and you say, "Bona mia, that's some good pasta."
I was waiting for a smooch.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I'll demonstrate.
Act out.
"Bona mia, that's some good pasta." Like that.
That was beautiful. I'm turned on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and I don't know what that has to do with putting his brother first, but I know.
No, that's what Andrew was doing. Andrew was just being Italian American.
Yeah.
You know.
Blameless.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, what are you going to do if you're a person of power and there's a beautiful person in your kind of subordinates, you know? You're just going to not kiss him?
Listen,
You're not going to grab some dick?
If you haven't read the 38 Laws of Power, that's on you.
Yeah.
Okay? But Cuomo's read the 38 Laws of Power.
Neil Strauss, shout out the dog.
Maybe it wasn't the 38 Laws. Maybe it was the 12 Laws. Maybe it was a different version of the book. It might have been a bridge.
Seduction. That's another one of his works.
So maybe he conflated the two. But the point is, he's an author.
Yep.
And a reader. And a good brother.
And a healthcare hero.
And a healthcare hero.
When we were applauding,
and a leader.
When we were applauding on those rooftops, my applause was going towards Andrew.
Same.
That's where mine was headed.
Yeah.
Straight to Andrew.
Good old Andy. Good old Andy Cuomo. I've had a psychedelic experience this week that I wanted to talk about. I took 17 tabs of acid and I went to acupuncture.
Yeah, and it was cool because I had to go get her out of what's called the East River Inlet. You guys might remember a scene from the Basketball Diaries where Leonardo DiCaprio and his best friend Mark Wahlberg go jumping off of cliffs.
Yeah.
And Rosebud was in that water. It was quite cold. She was naked, and she was yelling at the teens to get in. The water's fine. And
I'll be honest. I didn't know there were teens there. I thought I was talking to wild foxes.
Kind of. You said
on the moon.
You said, "Where are all the cartoon animals going?" When I got to you,
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, "Babe, we got to go. There's cell phone cameras around. Your star is rising, and I don't think you want it to rise this way." And you said, I see all the stars right now.
Yeah. I said, I am a star.
I am a star.
I said, we're all stars.
I'm star stuff.
That's what we are. That's what we are. We're just star stuff and matter. And yeah, it was crazy. And my back feels better.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it does. It feels better. I'd never done acupuncture before. I went for the first time this week. And, you know, they dipped those needles in fentanyl, and baby, I'm relaxed.
I want to kiss from the fentanyl princess.
Mwah!
There she is. You know, we might have to shut that window.
It was one of my little
those barks do
wild fox friends.
Those barks show up on the mic. You guys our window's open because.
Do you want me to turn it off? I mean, do you want me to close the window?
I do actually want you to close the window.
Fucking Pekingese.
Fucking these Pekingese always showing up and ruin a podcast. But you know, guys, don't worry. Rosebud is on a healthy amount of antibiotics, and she's feeling better.
Hey!
Wow, did you hear that?
Sorry, I had to put the neighbors in line.
Yeah, now that we're good neighbors.
Yeah, now that we stopped having problems with the cunt downstairs, we're kings and queens of the building.
Yeah, we're good people. We're model citizens.
But you know what? That is polite. That's how you handle a neighbor. You tell them, hey, you're pissing me off. Mm-hmm. Cut it out. That neighbor took off. She took her dog somewhere else.
Yeah, hopefully to the pound.
She put it down right in front of me. Right, I watched it happen.
She broke its neck.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to her and to her family and to that little baby dog.
Yeah.
But, he clearly wasn't happy. I mean, you guys heard him. He's in a better place.
Yeah.
Like the host of Love Island.
What's going on with you?
Honestly, just that acupuncture shit.
Yeah, you can't shut the fuck up about it.
Okay, well, that's one way to say it.
No, I meant that in a good way.
It sounded like you meant it in a good way. No, I went to acupuncture for the first time. I'd never been. I was like, this is probably horseshit, but something in me, some might call it the voice of God, whispered, try acupuncture.
Wow.
Because I've been, as you know, Andy, dead inside.
Yeah.
For months.
Cold
good
fish.
Good things rushing into my life. Felt none of it. Mm-hmm. Nothing.
Shut down emotionally.
Physically, just sexually.
Everything.
Spiritually.
Defensive. Cold. I think I've said cold a couple of times. Adulterous.
Yeah. I couldn't stop fucking people.
Yeah.
And strangers. And no, but I felt really, how you say, shitty. Okay. Shitty.
Yeah.
Probably since my special taping.
Yeah.
Some call it, the afterburn.
I think it's called postpartum depression.
Yeah, it was a little bit of postpartum. And I wasn't prepared for, how you feel after you do your first hour, which is a little bit like, everyone stole all of your
joy.
Armor, all your joy, you're in the middle of a marathon, somebody cuts off your legs and they're like, now finish. And that's sort of how I felt. And I was like, I got to move some energy around. My back's been hurting me for a while from a terrible skateboarding accident. And
she hooked up with a bunch of skateboarders.
Yeah, and one of them ripped my arm out of its socket. And so my back's been hurting me. And so I went to this acupuncturist. I sat down. It's this place called Within Acupuncture. And it is, it's, just kind of like acupuncture for basic bitches, just in the middle of Flatiron. And they sell a bunch of products. Bjorn corn.
Oh, they have it there.
Yeah.
Weird that you didn't pick a bag up for me.
I know, but it was probably going to be like $17.
Oh, good point. Good point.
So I go in and the lady's like, so what's been bothering you? And I said, I used to love my work and now I feel trapped in it. Like, I feel like I won the lottery, but the prize is just I have to keep playing the lottery. And it sucks and I'm trapped and I can't get out of it because I'm unemployable. Yeah. I'm by all means and for all intents and purposes, absolutely unemployable. So, you can't walk into a law firm and go, oh, here's all my experience being a clown.
Alcoholic clown.
Yeah. And so she said, okay, well, it sounds like you're a little dissociated. And I was like, yeah, you think, Jennifer? And she's like, and maybe a little bit sarcastic and kind of an asshole. And I said, oh, do you think so, you stupid bitch? Yeah. And she said, okay, well, I want you to take your clothes off and lie down on the table. And I was like, not so fast.
She's heard that before.
Yeah. And she was like, this is my job.
I thought this was a sunglass hut,
Yeah. She said, can you please take me seriously? Because I am a witch doctor. And I said, no problem. So I took my clothes off. I laid down on the table. She came in with a bunch of little needles. She plopped those into my back. And all my muscles did what can only be described as a little firework dance.
Did you cry?
I did.
You did?
I did cry.
But like emotional, not physical. Like you didn't cry out of pain.
Yeah, no, I cried. It was emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was emotional. I just started to get crazy. First of all, I never have any memories of my childhood. I don't remember anything. because it was just all being molested.
Yeah.
No.
Wall to wall.
I just wall-to-wall molestations.
Just one long hookup.
And no, and so I started having all these memories of my childhood, and then started crying out of the blue, just sobbing, and then fell asleep almost immediately. Fell asleep. She came in. I was like, "Get out!
Yeah.
Get out, Jennifer!"
Yeah.
And she said, "I'm used to this." You know, she was a real.
Did you hiss at her?
I went,
yeah.
And she was a real pro, and she just she said, "I'm gonna need you to put your clothes back on."
She went.
Yeah. She bit my ears. And she put these, when it was over, she put these little beads in my ear.
Really?
I'm supposed to press on them. Yeah, you see them? See? They're
Oh.
called ear beads. Little on the nose.
Are those stuck in your skin?
No, but they kind of look like piercings. But I'm supposed to press on them 3 times a day to reactivate the treatment.
Okay.
I'm just going to center myself for a second. Yep, I'm fixed.
Wow.
And I walked out of there, I felt high as a kite. I really did. It's been 14 years sober. I haven't felt this fucked up in 14 years. It was
That's great.
I need to sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me.
You know who needs acupuncture?
Who?
Of course, Cuomo. He's got to get that out. We got to send him to
gotta
within.
move some energy. Yeah.
Okay.
Christ almighty. I pressed on those ear beads.
Christ on the cross.
Woo! Anyway, so
that's what I'm hoping for.
I came
from it.
home and all I could talk about was how much I loved it.
Yeah, you were like me with when I got on antidepressants. I would tell strangers. I'd be like, I used to just think about killing myself all day long. And now it's like a couple times a day.
It's just like you think of it the same way you think of like an old lover where you look at them and you're like, ew. You know when you see one of your exes and you genuinely say to yourself deep inside, you're like, ugh.
No, I'm in love with all of them.
Oh.
But
Okay, I wish I'd known that.
no, it's fine.
Yeah.
But, you know, are you going to sneeze again?
Yeah.
God, these ear beads, kind of inconvenient.
Yeah.
I'd rather you hadn't been so spiritually opened up.
I'm gonna open up our holiday.
The holiday napkins to blow your nose?
Yeah. Well, listen, babe.
Jesus Christ.
When I took these out, I thought to myself, what the fuck are we even going to use these for?
Maybe we'd have people over to our house like normal humans.
There's no way we would, ever. You know that.
Well, that was the whole point of getting this house.
Is this fun to listen to, folks? Just me opening a loud wrapper?
I think they missed the sneezing.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a good section of our audience, Andy, I'll inform you, that would pay to listen to me sneeze.
ASMR sneeze heads.
Yeah.
You done? Oh, wow. You are pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Anyway, the point is, can't recommend it enough. Acupuncture is the shit. I've told about 17 people to go. And yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for from it.
I bought Andy a session the second I got home.
I want to cry. I want them to have to remove me. Like I'm just fetal, you know? I'm just in the fetal position wailing.
I was so fucked up that when they tried to sell me like the herbs, these mushroom herbs, I asked if they were psilocybin. And they were like, no, we don't sell drugs here.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you guys do sell needles and witchcraft. So I thought maybe you were in the same market.
Dark arts.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
Dark arts.
You don't need to get all hoity-toity on me now that you've seen me naked.
Wait, why were you naked?
I told you that she asked me to take my clothes off so she could put a finger in my butt and needles in my back.
That's hot.
It opens up a channel.
Actually, that would do something for me. I'm not like a cuck, but if I could watch you get molested by like a tall, hot German woman, whew.
Yeah, that would be right up your alley.
Yeah. Okay.
You picturing it right now?
Yeah.
What's the lady's name?
Helga.
What?
Helga.
Helga.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's how she says it?
I don't know.
Like she's on fucking...
She's got
Benzos?
a big tongue. Her tongue's too big for her mouth.
Okay. You want to see me get molested by a German woman with Downs, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
A giant one.
All right.
A very large one.
You just want to see me get wrestled to the ground, is really what it is.
I don't think I have a lot of like hateful ideas. Like I don't think I have a lot of ideas.
Uh-oh.
No, follow me, because I'm not going to say something that we're going to have to erase, because now we don't even know how to fucking erase on this new system. But I think I have a lot of things where I'm like, oh, that's like sweet or that's cool. And then if I were to say them out loud, people would be like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah.
You know, like when I see like two Dominican guys kissing, I'm like, oh, look at them. Progress. And people are like, we've been gay. But
We been gay.
We been gay. That's a shirt we should also make. We been gay. But I saw I don't know if this, I saw a man with Down syndrome traveling by himself at the airport.
Yeah.
And I had one of those like, good for him kind of moments.
Yeah.
I just, it never occurred to
like
me.
when you see a woman brave enough to eat alone.
Ooh. That's brave.
Yeah.
That's very brave.
Yeah.
Because like, what if somebody came up and they were like, are you all right? And then you had to marry them.
Yeah.
God,
Or what if you got lost on the way home because your brain's so little because all the blood flows to your boobies?
Big week in boobies. I saw an Italian movie.
Yeah, you were shouting it out.
That was my acupuncture.
I got a couple of DMs about that. They
Really?
were like, Andy's out here telling us all to look at titties on the gram. And I said, you know what? I'm going to book a movie and show mine.
I know you will.
You've
already done that to me. You've already done that on our honeymoon when I was making sure that everybody was swimming safely. Rosebud just pulled out her tatties and then started walking around. I was joking because there was a lot of caramel-colored women running around topless. Mm-hmm. And I said, oh, no, do you think they need help? Mm-hmm. And Rosebud said, I swear to God. And then I did it one more time, and she just took her shirt off.
I gave you a warning. And
then behind us was like literally like a makeshift outdoor gym. And she just walked straight up to it with her tatties out. And
no, I walked up with a bowl of water. And I said, excuse me, sir, is your dog thirsty?
Yeah. And I don't know why you had a lollipop all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. And anyways, I was corrected. I learned the power that my wife yields. Mm-hmm. So that was alarming.
I said, first week of this marriage? Oh, no. We're not going to do this.
Nope.
What you're not going to do, sir, is walk around looking at titties on our honeymoon.
You shouldn't have brought me to Titty Beach.
That's true. If you are married or getting married, do not go to Tulum on your honeymoon.
Have I ever told you the story about for my 30th birthday, my ex-wife took me to Mexico. Like she flew me to Mexico.
That's nice of her.
And it was kind of a disaster. Like it was like the presidential election. And for some reason, part of the law in Mexico is when there's a presidential election, they close all the businesses. Uh-huh. So like all the stuff to do was kind of closed.
Okay.
So we went down to this like private beach, like that you had to take a boat to, and there was a hotel there. And we were like the only guests.
Yeah.
It was.
Let me guess. One of you started aging rapidly.
Yes.
Yeah?
And I had a tumor taken out. It grew very quickly, so it was nice. It was like, oh, here's the tumor, and then it left.
Yeah.
But, that marriage was always kind of doomed. I don't think we were ever very hot for each other. We kind of just were like going through the motions of what we thought 30-year-olds were supposed to do. Mm-hmm. So I don't think we were like super into each other, and we're like on this beach, just like, ugh, it's just the two of us. And a catamaran pulled up with like 9 beautiful Mexican women, mm-hmm. and they were like playing with each other, and like they were like on rafts, and they would like come up on the beach and like tussle and then go back in the water. And the whole time I was like, what the fuck fuck is going on? And I remember at one point they were bathing each other. There was like a hose on the catamaran, and they were like bathing each other. And I looked over, and my wife was just like, and anyways, I knew I had to get out.
Because you saw a catamaran full of Mexican women?
Listen, Gore Vidal, famous American author and journalist, said, I never turned down a chance to have sex or be on TV. And I think those are words that we should live by.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I agree. You did say that in our vows. So, at least you led with the truth.
Yeah. I mean, I don't ever want to be in an open relationship, but if you're a sly dog enough to keep a lover, good for you. Good for you. Don't get pregnant,
That's supportive.
Yeah.
And marriage is about supporting your spouse.
Yeah. No,
Bottom line.
I'm kidding.
Even when they're making mistakes.
I would never want that. And I love you. And I think you're one hot piece of ass.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you hot for me?
Of course.
Promise?
The other night, because here's the thing. I like to be, like, my favorite sex thing is like when a woman, you're like sitting there and you're just like fucking off, whatever, doing anything. And then a woman straddles you and she's like, let's go, or she does like a little, and she like walks into the bedroom. But we both are very standoffish people. And so Rosebud's like, I need you to make the move. And so I've been trying more. And almost every time I try, it's the wrong time or way. And an example of that was the other night. Rosebud got like ready for bed, and then I was like, I'm gonna make a move. And then I like went to kiss her, and she was just covered in beauty grease. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And she's like, I have Aquaphor.
WD-40.
And I was like, oh God. She's like, let it dry.
Yeah.
And then I was like, nah, it's okay.
Yeah, I was literally covered in like tire grease.
Yeah. I was like, I'll just jerk off to Russian teens getting stuck in a well.
Okay, well, the question was, are you hot for me? And you nailed it.
I'm hot for you.
I know.
You're out of my league.
That's not true.
I mean, in a way, yeah.
That's not true.
What are you talking about?
You just keep saying that. And then when other people say it, you get your feelings hurt, even though you've been making the same joke. So.
What are you trying to do right now?
I don't know. You're right.
Trying to go after me?
You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. You trying to go after me?
Rosebud,
you want to tussle?
Rosebud,
you want to tussle with the king?
I think Rosebud has to wrestle with the fact that she wanted a more emotionally available guy, and then sometimes those emotions are available, and she's like, I did not order this. I do not want these emotions right now.
Sometimes. Sometimes I have to wrestle with that. I wrestle with that every goddamn day.
Oh, God. I'm going to leave you for a nice woman.
No, you're not.
Yeah, she's going to bake.
I am a nice woman.
She's going to put stuff
Babe,
in jars.
let me tell you something about me. Let me tell you a little something about Rosebud Baker.
Okay.
I'm a nice lady. I'm a real nice lady.
She wants me to be the comedy husband version of Barefoot and Pregnant. That is what she wants me.
What's that? I've never seen that.
You want me to be like doing spots at the Village Lantern and taking care of the dog while you play stadiums.
So?
Yeah. She's like, we're a team. Like, we'll both walk to the same area of New York like a team. I'll go into Madison Square Garden. You go to LOL. And you need to be home by 10:30 because the dog will have been by herself for 3 hours.
I would never, ever want you to go to LOL. Okay? I would never want that for you. I would send you home. And I don't...
Look at your daughter.
Hi, baby girl. Hi, Mouse. Mouse has been doing so good. She's such a good girl. Oh my God, Mouse had like a moment the other night where she was on the couch and she just started whining for no reason, just like this quiet whine. We thought like maybe a tea kettle somewhere in the building had gone off. And then we looked over and it was her. And Andy, I mean, I've never seen Andy shut down so quickly. He was so nervous. He was so scared. He loves this dog so much that if I were to have a child next year, I think it'd be a toss-up for who gets more attention. I mean, Andy puts Mouse's jacket on like it's a diaper. He lays it down on the couch and then turns her on her back and puts her jacket on like that.
I'll say this.
It's uncomfortable.
Mouse is the person I've spent the most time with the last year.
Okay, that
it's
hurts.
True. It's true, though.
That hurts?
It's true.
And you don't need to say that.
And we've gone on adventures that other people couldn't go on. Like we went to Mount Washington and we went to Maine. Charlie went to Tennessee. It doesn't matter. Seems like we're petering out.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Should we read some bad advice questions?
Yeah, I think we're there. We've talked about the week.
Yeah.
The week in starving.
What?
Yeah.
The week in starving?
Are you buying stuff?
I was not.
What kind of stuff? You're buying pillows.
I wasn't.
You fucking pillow whore.
you pillow
fucking
bitch.
Pillow whore.
You pillow bitch. Okay. First bad advice question. Hey, nothing personal, but can you remove my number? Okay.
Wow.
So that's here's my bad advice for that. No.
We will actually write your number down and we will continue to text you from a personal number.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna no, I will remove your number. I don't know how to do it. Unsubscribe. Okay. So here we go.
Do the first one. Nope, not that one. That's a booking.
Okay.
Top one just says hello. Very top.
It's just hello.
Oh, I thought maybe there was a bigger message.
No.
Like, hello, it's me you're looking for. Okay, go to the M one.
Here we go. All right, bad advice question.
I like this. This is long.
Oh, and I wanted to announce, too, that we had a bad advice question from someone named Dustin, who is 13 years old and a new stand-up comic. Dustin, we did answer your bad advice question on the Patreon. So
if you do not have access to the Patreon, we will
send you.
Yeah, I will cut a version of it to send to you.
Yeah.
But I want your parents' permission before I start sending things to a 13-year-old.
Yeah. Okay. So, bad advice question. This is from someone who I guess we'd answered previously. Or I don't know, but
you're having
because it starts with I never made her my girlfriend.
Relationship with her. Okay, keep going.
What?
I'm kidding because you had a text chain.
Okay. Bad advice question. I never made her my girlfriend after intermittently hooking up with her during the holiday breaks and beyond for like 3 years. And the night I was going to tell her I'm ready for a relationship, she tells me I'm dating a woman long distance. Also, my best friend / roommate is an alcoholic and is constantly fucking up his life due to his disease. I love him a lot, but I'm not sure how much longer I can hold on with him. Is honesty the best policy in these situations? I am tempted to just shut up and let them handle their business while biting my tongue and sticking around. What do I do? Much love. Please don't say my name.
Dude, this is easy.
Mm-hmm.
Just ghost them. Get right out. Don't ever tell them what happened. Just disappear. Like a Spanish merchant. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
Yeah.
And you
buy a boat.
Yep.
It can be a small
skiff.
Like a Boston whaler.
Yeah.
You buy a boat.
Uh-huh.
You dock that boat. You prep your belongings. You handle your affairs.
Yes.
You call who you need to call. An employer. Maybe a side chick. Mm-hmm. You don't need to call her.
If you got kids,
you should probably leave a couple of, birthday cards.
Yeah.
because probably won't be in touch for a couple years.
Yeah, make them kind of like like those like movies that come out every 10 years where it's like the dad dies and then it's like, this is the video for your 16th birthday.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, well, I bet you're getting big now. I died in a war. You know?
Leave them a vlog.
Yeah.
And just disappear. Get in that whaler. And head out as far as a whaler can take you. You know, probably maybe across one state line.
If you hug the coast, you're good for a while. Honestly, I think you can make it Tierra del Fuego. And that's wine country, baby. You can get down there picking grapes, living off the land, camping in a vineyard, meeting the finca owner, you know?
Living in a cellar.
Yeah, cava, you know?
Smelling the earthy tones
of
the Cabernet.
You become one of those guys where you can pick up a pile of dirt and you can go, this is right. This is the right dirt.
You rub that dirt.
Smells like shit and blood. You
rub that dirt between your index finger and your thumb, like a wise old man.
Uh-huh.
And you say a storm's coming.
You won't think about either of these people anymore.
Storm of crops. Okay?
That's so stupid. A storm of crops.
Yep.
A hurricane of growth.
A hurricane of growth is coming this way. And then later, 20 years later, you look over the horizon at your crops.
Yeah.
And you see a small body coming over the head.
Over the head.
Yeah, over the head. And you say, who's that? And it's your child.
Yeah.
It's your grown-up son.
Your grown-up son. And you're proud.
You're proud. You see a single tear runs down your cheek.
At this point, you'll say...
And he says, where the fuck have you been, Dad? And then, you handle your business with him. It's probably a lot of damaged relationships, some trauma that he needs to heal.
It's kind of a Boy Named Sue kind of moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He'll be mad, but once you guys kind of punch it out...
And you describe the situation you're in with your roommate, he's going to understand. You're going to say, look, it was my love for my son or protecting myself against the toxicity
of the lesbian
I was dating and my alcoholic roommate.
Yeah.
And he'll say, I had no idea you had a roommate.
Yeah.
And he'll say, well, now you understand the difficulty of my situation.
Yeah.
And at that point, if he doesn't forgive you, he's a shitty son.
Yeah, and it's not on you because also look at you. You're wearing a leather cowboy hat somehow. But it's bent up on one side and that kind of traditional gaucho thing. Mm-hmm. You're carrying around a bota bag full of wine that you grew.
You yourself.
So you have no shame, sir.
So your son can't look you in the eyes and say, you don't know how to nurture.
Yeah.
Because look at all these crops.
Uh-huh. He'll go, would you say this is an avalanche of wine? And you'd say it's a hurricane aplenty. Mm-hmm. A storm of crops, And then you guys will kind of banter like that for quite a while.
Yeah. He'll probably end up helping you out.
Good chance.
On the
Real
vineyard.
Good chance.
So that's our advice to you. And we will not say your name. Mm-hmm. Guys, we got some shows coming up this week.
We're about to be off on, we're like basically going to go and not stop until 2022.
We got I'm going to be in San Francisco on December 12th at Cobb's Comedy Club. Andy, you're going to be there. Mm-hmm. We're going to be at
Creek in the Cave
in Austin, Texas. We're going to be in San Antonio, Texas at LOL. We're going to be in Dallas, Texas at the Addison Improv. And then we're going to be at the Houston Improv in Houston, Texas.
I'm actually not going to be at that one.
You're not going to be at that one.
I'll be that night in Vancouver for 2 nights doing a bunch of shows. Come out to those.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote me that they're coming down from Squamish to see a show because it's their birthday.
Yeah.
And then I'll be in Victoria at Heckler's on Saturday the 18th. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite places to do comedy in not the United States, North America. And then we reconvene back in New York City. We do Christmas in Maine. Mm-hmm. And then we go to the great state of Washington.
You're goddamn right.
The Evergreen State. Mm-hmm. Apple Country.
It's going to be beautiful.
And we're doing New Year's Eve and the 1st at Laughs Comedy Club.
And yes, is Dave Chappelle going to be in Seattle on New Year's Eve? Yeah, he is.
Is he?
Yeah.
How'd you find that out?
I found out because I was looking at who's in town.
Oh, what? That's so weird. I'm going to tell him to come by and do a set.
Yeah. So if it's a toss-up for you to go see Chappelle or us, Chappelle's going to be with us. He's going to be opening. Yeah.
Chappelle's going to drop by. He's going to do a quick 6 hours. And it's new stuff.
It's all new stuff.
So it's going
to fly by.
Yeah.
So he's going to do 6 hours, and then we're going to do probably 30 each, You know what's going to be fun? But the importance is the order of the show.
Yeah. We will be bringing in the new year. What I was just thinking will be quite fun is... is we can probably drive by Chappelle's where he's doing the show, and there's probably going to be a protest. And I love that comedy's gotten to the point where people are protesting. It's just like Lenny Bruce in the 50s, except instead of being vulgar, it's that he's, I don't know.
Saying some shit about trans people.
Yep.
Yep.
He's relaying stories about people he never actually met. Hey, I met this trans person the other day, and they said I was their favorite person on earth. Oh, that's weird.
That happened to me too.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. We'll see you. You can get tickets to these shows in Texas and in San Francisco at rosebudbaker.com. You can get shows to Laughs on rosebudbaker.com or andyhaynes.com.
I'm Andy Haynes.
I'm andyhaynes.com. And that's it. We love you. If you want some bad advice, you can text us at 917-540-8395. Mm-hmm. And think about joining the Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/findyourbeach. If you can't join the Patreon, we would love it if you could leave us a review on iTunes. Just go to iTunes and tell us you love us. Okay? Don't curse in it or else they won't publish it.
She loves to sing. Wait, I'm sorry.
Okay, we love you guys. Bye.
Bye.